Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing Fight Night as we talk about episode 5, probably of a 10-episode season, I do believe. But anyway, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Please like on the video, comment on the video, watch the video till the end. We have a lot of great information to share, a lot of great discussions that you might want to listen to, and that will help out with the algorithm and stuff like that. But anyway, please sit back, enjoy the intro, and then we'll get into this show. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Yes, we're back at episode 5. This seems to be the midpoint in this limited series, and as such, they set it up to where now Chicken is kidnapped. And therefore he's probably going to be run into Frank, and we're probably going to get back to where this series started at the beginning of the in episode 1 when he's facing down the barrel of a gun.
Right.
And we gotta know is Frank is going to blow his brains out. Obviously not, because we have a lot more episodes to go. For the killers, for the robbers, there were 8 robbers involved in this heist. 4 of them are dead, and we have 4 left. So we're probably averaging 1 an episode. It seems like. But Kim, what did you think of this episode?
Well, it was a filler episode. To me, it was. I mean, what really happens? Like, the only thing that happened to me was that the light-skinned dude, the cute one that everybody keeps saying is cute. I think he's funny looking, but okay. He beat up the landlord that was beating up that little.
Oh, you're talking about Willie Black. You're talking about Willie Black. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. I thought you meant Andre, aka Man Boy. I thought when you said light skin, so I was like, you got to narrow down which light skin you're talking about.
No. He's cute. It's the other one who I feel like is definitely going to die, just based on what he did to the landlord, right? Mm-hmm. Definitely, that's coming back on him. So don't get me wrong. I'm not upset that he did that, because why are you beating up on a child? Because the mother can't pay the rent. It's what I'm saying. So. Mm-hmm. That was he was trying to help out, right? So but yes, for me that was it. I mean, Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle together, I loved it. I thought it was because we seen them on the talk show together, right? So it's just that they've been friends for so long, like you can see the friendship through the acting. So I thought it was funny. And then there's this one part when they were sitting on the couch talking to the lady, and the lady was describing the person, and she was like, the 16-year-old girl or 14 or whatever she was. Yeah, he was tall, and Kevin Hart was like, "Are you sure about that?" And he was tall and he was handsome, and I was just cracking up because he's playing on the fact that he's so little, right? So yeah, I liked it, but like I said, I felt like it was filler. It wasn't nothing really happened.
It's again, I felt that was last week's episode. I felt like this episode actually like push the story forward again, particularly again with the ending. This was a far better cliffhanger because again, we're gonna get back to episode 1. And how Frank is like, I'm about to kill you, and then we're gonna get to the rest of the story. How do we push to the last 4 of the robbers? And Frank finding out that obviously, Chicken was not a part of it, and then all that kind of thing. We got R.I.P. Andre / Man Boy. So to your point of the descriptions, what's up, Jamani? How's it going?
Hi, Jamani.
What? Can't hear you, bro. Now you're not saying anything.
How's it going?
What you got?
There he is. I can hear you.
Are you okay, Jamal?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I just saw your eyes there for a minute. I'm like, say something, Jamani. But yeah, real quick. So the ride along. This turned into ride along with Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart, clearly. I mean, it was cute. It had a buddy cop feel to it.
Yeah.
I totally agree. As much as I try to praise Kevin Hart for trying to do a dramatic role, trying to break out of the comedy thing, as I said in our first review of the series, he just went back, and I was disappointed because the whole, he had a gold teeth, like you said, gold tooth, just like you. Oh, just like me. No, but he was taller and he was good looking. I'm like, this is what you do, Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this was easy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, let's help that people see you as something else. Like, you don't always have to be, as we talked about off camera with other things, you don't always have to be the short guy. You don't always have to be the butt of the joke. Like, be the guy who's suave and trying to help, this cop trying to solve this murder so you don't get murdered, and don't go to jail for it. But it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Jamani, what do you think of this episode, sir?
I thought it was fantastic. Like, all the other episodes, it was. I like the way that Samuel L. Jackson or Frank, he wasn't yelling, but he was still getting that same character point across. And I'm very interested to know what the hell does he want to do with this land? Like, why is this even a point of the show?
Well, because in real life is the fact that he bought this. I think he's the character that tried to buy the land, and if he would have had it, he would have been a multimillionaire because the highway gets put through it, and the government would have bought it back from him. So they're trying to bring that into the show. I don't know if they're going to go that far, but that's why it's important. Because they were like, well, he must have known something. Because why this part of the land? Because it wasn't shit, I think, in begin with, but it got developed. It got developed and turned into a part of the highway.
Usually, when they do eminent domain, you don't get paid a lot. You just get paid price.
Somehow, I hear you, but somehow, as the video that Kim provided about the story, they like two people said it, like the of that's what it was. That the deal was being worked out. It's like he was on his way to be a multimillionaire, illegally. If the deal would have went through because he owned the land.
In eminent domain, it all depends on where it's at, what they want to sell it for. Is a lot of reasons why some people get less money than other people get. So.
Or at all, like you say, sometimes they just take
it,
to be like, hey, we offer it to you, or we're just gonna take it from you. So again, I don't know how far they're gonna go to that kind of level of detail. But that that's the thing.
I'll tell you what I did not like. Well, I shouldn't. It's not like me hating on the show, but like, as soon as he went and took that bracelet out, I was like,
"You're an idiot." Yeah.
See, so Wanda's her name.
Wanda's her name.
I was like, this, she trifling. You know what I'm saying? Like this man was like, hey, I can't, like, I'm heeding the warning, right? That I need to get out of town, but I'm trying to do something right by you. And this trifling trick, she finds the Franken gangsters looking to kill whoever robbed them. After snitching on this dude, she's like, but he didn't mean it. Now I just drove over here, got into the hotel, got into the elevator, went up to the top and spoke to you. But don't do anything bad. I was just sharing some information. And here's the bracelet to prove that he actually did rob one of you, I guess. I was like,
and to take it off, her boyfriend or her main guy or whatever was the guy that was working with his uncle.
Yeah. So either way, Wanda was the Andre / Man Boy's downfall. Like either way.
For sure.
So I was like, because that's how Don Cheadle and crew found him. So it was a thing. But again, I thought it was a great episode. Jamani and I were discussing Baby Ray's situation. I had to go back to remember why this kid was even in this episode. So he helped out with the hostages because he was a lookout previously. So to the point of who should have beat up who, Mac is the one who brought him into this thing because he knew his mom, who we still haven't seen, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, we should have saw mom in this episode. Like, maybe she was inside fucking, for the rent. And then so, but it should have been Mac doing the doing the beating, not Willie Black, because why would he care? But it was ironic that Willie Black slim smoking Lou K9 from BMF. Damn you, DeMarcus! You bring all this together. You good. That just shows that the 50 Cent universe powerful. It just all.
And Robin Harris's son was in this episode also. He was the one that Don Cheadle pulled over in the car. That's our Robin Harris's son. Do you know the Bebe Kids?
Oh, really? Oh,
he looks just
that
like
man's been dead. But all right, but I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was happy to see. He's a comedian too. He's a comedian.
Oh,
too.
look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that! That's sweet. But I do like I guess Jemima said this is a great show. Also, again, the pacing is great. Like it's like now there's 4, right? That being said, I think it would be nice if Mac, I keep calling him Sean. So Mac/Sean would somehow acknowledge how many are left. You know what I'm saying? Like this for the average viewer who don't know, like it was 8 of us because he put the crew together. So to be like, we lost X of many, right? And now it's only us. Like, what are we doing? And how are they going to now protect themselves? Because they don't know that Tommy killed himself. They don't necessarily know that Lena was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that would have caused them to be like, we got to do something.
We don't know Lena was murdered.
So okay. All right. And well, Slim was Silky was also on the news. Yeah. So Tommy killing himself was not on the news.
Part of the robbery, Silky was. He was
no. He was collateral damage. But Tommy killing himself is not. They were at the funeral though, so you're not here. Okay, so you're not hearing Mac talk about this to be like, hey, like especially Tommy. If Tommy got arrested, like Willie Black and Mac should be like, what did he say? Right? Like how long was he there? Did he snitch on us? You know what I'm saying? Like and kind of discuss this. You know,
I would think that they know that he snitched on them because. How the hell did the cops know where the hideout was for them to be running away?
Well, again, we got girlfriends snitching. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways that we could come. I mean, so Vivian went back to the house and that's how she got caught. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things. Also, as we talked about last week, Frank should have killed Slim and been done with this bullshit. And now we got more disrespect. So I'm sure that's coming. I don't see Slim walking away from this.
Oh, for real. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What's up, Jemani? I see your face.
I don't see. He's being he's giving shade, but he's staying in the pocket because because even when Frank said, "Next time, do what I told you to do," he's, "Yes, sir, boss." It wasn't.
Nah, that was sarcastic.
No, that was absolutely.
I know, but it was like you can't kill somebody for
What?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Like Frank is the type of guy that should kill someone for sarcasm. Again, he disrespected
that high in your organization, so to say. I don't think.
I feel like Frank. Again, as I said, once he started doing it in front of others, you're breaking the firm. You're showing that you can stand up to the boss and there's no consequences. And now he's continuing to do it more. He ain't making it to the end of this series. Like he will be murdered. Yeah. Like I feel like.
But I think you get carte blanche when you're like if you're doing it and you're doing it empty-handed. But he actually had Vivian, so it's like, all right, I'll let you slide because you actually bringing more back than the people I'm actually putting money out on the streets for to bring me back.
But he was talking shit about it too. I mean, he was like, "You need to be kissing my ass because at least I got you, Vivian." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's still a lot of mouth. I'm just saying, I think with Frank's character, Slim is gonna die.
Yes, Slim has to die because he's showing the other guys.
Yeah,
I can talk to the boss any kind of way I want to.
Any kind of way.
And so if he can do it, I can do it. And so that person. Yeah, it's like being insubordinate to your boss. You get gone for that. Yeah. So
in a regular organization, you would get in trouble. In a criminal organization, I just feel like I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm surprised he made it past this episode.
Well, Cadillac, tried to stick up for him, and Frank shut him up and shut him out of this episode entirely.
So if this wasn't somewhat based on real life, again, Frank being again probably the real, the real gangster who tried to buy the land, I would think they'll try to gang up and kill Frank, but he still has to try to make he needs to get the land in some way. If they're gonna try to wrap that up. So I think he'll be all right with that. Senator Johnson seems to be more savvy. Then who? Oh, the question goes, who would you vote for? I think. Who would you vote for? Senator Johnson or Rashad Tate? I gotta go with the boxer. I gotta go with the who is he? Who is he on Family Business and the Black Hamptons? Bobby the Beast.
Ron Rico.
Yeah. Bobby the Beast. That's who he is. That's so I was like, this man range. This man has range, but and this fits more than the boxer for me. But I do like him. Survivor Remorse, Queens, which should have been made in the first place, but like he committed to to his role. I do like him. Maybe they can make a political drama together. I mean, I would love to maybe see those two guys try to work Congress somehow. It's ironic that Wanda got Andre smoking flashbacks on Snowfall. It's all right. I don't get that.
It's ironic that Wanda got Andre smoking flashbacks of, huh?
I don't know. You gotta work on that one, DeMarcus.
DeMarcus, say that again.
Uncle Willie told Andre to leave town. Uncle Willie he did. He listened. So I thought he was going to be like, no, Uncle. Actually, I thought that Frank and crew were going to kill kill Uncle Willie, torture him, and that's how they would find Andre. That's what I thought. And it just turned out to be the assistant. I will be pissed if Frank smokes Missouri Slim. No, he's going to do it. I mean, it's. I feel that's evident. What's up?
Let me ask you. He came out. All right, so they took people. They were asking questions. They're trying to find out. They want the money back. They want the jewelry back. Yes. They're asking questions. They're trying to find out information, right?
Yes.
They find one of the guys. They just open up fire immediately. Don't care anything about it. I feel
That's
like
a good point.
I feel like Frank's right hand man, that the survivor from that said shootout. Yeah, I think he might be in on it because of that.
This goes to Emerson. So Emerson was the original ringleader of this one. He's the one who came up with the idea, and then he went to Mac, and Mac's the one to kind of put the team together. He did the recon. So, and remember, I think it was Emerson who called and said, "Chicken is taking over, but this is better. This is better." Like there was a plan to rob Frank and crew, and with Chicken saying, "I'm gonna do the party," he was like, "We just blame it all on him." So to your point, Emerson is probably working with that henchman. And then that's probably what it is. But Emerson is the face. So Andre would have known. I don't know if Willie Black knows that kind of stuff, because Willie Black was more Emerson's like friend and that kind of stuff. Like he was brought in that I think to kind of oversee everything as Mac was putting the whole thing together. So we might find out it's Emerson and that guy. To your point, because like that doesn't make any sense, right? They need to know everyone. But hold up, they also killed Lena. Right, so it's. I mean, we didn't see how long her interrogation lasted, but it seemed like they killed her pretty quickly. And it's like she couldn't tell them anything. That get them to point A to point B. I just don't see her holding on that strong. I
think she was holding on because of Tommy.
Yeah, she was. That's what I think too. I think she would have never told on him, because remember they were cousins that grew up together and they were best friends.
And remember, the only reason that she got in on it was because she did it. They caught Tommy or whatever pickpocketing, and then that's how she got in on it.
Yeah, to protect her cousin. Yeah.
All right. So when Frank is interrogating Chicken again, or this at least this time, what does he say to prove that he wasn't behind it? Because I don't know what evidence he can provide to be like, it wasn't me. I was just as much as a victim as you are. I don't know.
I don't know what he's gonna say. I mean, what can he say? You gotta really think about it and like.
Unless they somehow get Baby Ray or somebody who was actually part of it to be like it wasn't him, but then they had to snitch on themselves. I really don't see how Chicken talks his way out of this. Next episode. I mean, as much as I guess they respect Vivian, so I think Vivian's gonna be all right. I mean, just in general, I don't see she don't see the type of character they're gonna kill. But I thought after killing Silky, I thought okay, Vivian's gonna be out of here. You know, they'd be like, hey, we're gonna start sending body parts if you don't show up after a while. But it's interesting. I think her character would be okay. She's kind of cool.
I think like the biggest faux pas of this episode was the start of the episode with like Don Cheadle goes to what is it, Lady Harrietta, whatever his house, the daughter, and is talking to him, and he goes to the repass, and everything is in person, but he gives a death notification over the phone.
Over the phone? Okay.
Well, you know what? In the 70s, cops actually did that. They used to do it. They don't do that any longer. They actually go to people now and tell them. But a long time ago, they did do it that way.
Well, I think he had the option, right? And to the point that
he had the option, but it wasn't like mandatory. Now it's actually that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
I hear you, but I agree with Jamani. This should have been done in person. You know, to be like, hey, I'm sorry, because he went there and took him. Like I said, don't you remember me? I came to your house and took your son, and now
the only thing that I thought about when they did it that way, and it's the first thing that popped in my head, was that the actress who's playing the mom was not available, so they did it this way. That's the only thing that popped in my head.
Oh,
because I was
maybe.
Like, why wouldn't you do?
Yeah, why wouldn't you do it in person, right? Or even show the other side of the conversation, right? Like you know, you don't necessarily have to be there, but maybe
and you didn't hear anything. You know how normally you can they'll
hear a voice.
Let you hear the conversation. There was nobody there. You know, obviously, and so I think it was maybe because the actress wasn't available to do the call.
I feel in person. I'm saying that probably was it, because you're right. I didn't think about the fact that all you heard was his part of the conversation, right? Yeah. And then you had to surmise at the point where she hung up the phone, and you don't hear a dial tone. Usually you hear the voice, you hear the dial tone, and it's like he's like, ma'am. But again, unless I missed something, you know, this man hung himself, like he killed himself. So to be like, I just want to ensure you that there will be a complete investigation. Into what? What are you implying?
Because even though that happened, they still have to investigate and make sure that someone didn't go in the room and do something.
This is the 70s. Like, what type? This is a 5-minute long investigation.
They still have to tell you that they are going to investigate. They can't just say someone died inside of our precinct and boom, it's over. They can't do that because the family is going to be like, what? They could get sued.
Well, again, I would say this is the 70s. So I don't think they are really concerned about that. But I mean, to the point, I'm just saying they should have did a better.
You think that in the 70s that police precincts didn't get sued?
I'm saying in the racial like Atlanta that they're trying to portray to us, like I don't think this white police station is truly worried that some black people are going to sue them for their criminal son who died. I don't think they're really concerned.
Because if people were going to sue, they would have sued for what's the guy that got him suspended, the racist cop that his wife is always talking about.
Oh, but that's a whole different thing.
I'm saying my point is. This is all made up. Just all made up. So they could have actually gave us a situation where, in fact, he was killed. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that racist cop. You know, shit. Like maybe he went in there. You know, like maybe he roughed him up too much or something like that, right? Because he's always in his investigation, right? So they could have gave us something where we're going to investigate makes sense. What are you going to investigate? The fact that you told my son, you arrested my son in front of me. You took him down to the police station and told him not that he was free to have a lawyer, which you denied him, mind you, but to be like, hey, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Sit here and write this piece of paper. I got to go. And then I come back and he killed himself? Like, you did this. So what, you investigating yourself? Is that what you go like, I've confirmed is my fault?
But he walked away, right? But he did walk away, left him in a room that's basically, that room is locked when you close the door, isn't it? So how did he kill himself Right there, it shows he probably did it himself. But I'm just saying, I believe that it would be investigated whether he was a criminal or not. If someone dies inside of a precinct, it has to be investigated.
I'm not saying that they're not going to investigate. I'm just saying that it's
gonna be very quick. It's gonna be very. And
I mean, it is gonna be quick, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be investigated. Okay.
I just feel like I feel like he would have been more like it's my fault, which he shouldn't say. Do you? Thank you.
No, he should never incriminate him as himself. Why would he say that to her?
Why would you even have this conversation? Let's just say this was all unnecessary. If the actress was not there to even make the scene, it means nothing. Like it's like I'm like, because again, it's not like she's gonna get justice. And the fact that she's gonna find out this is all his fault. So I'm like, unless someone actually did kill him, which they didn't even imply, I'm like, it was unnecessary, like, especially with her not being there. Do you think Maxine will save Vivian and Chicken Man? Thank you for bringing this up, because I was gonna ask the question, where is Maxine and when is she gonna get her Mustang back? Because I was like, you borrowed that shit, Chicken Man, and just left her walking and was like, hey, I'm gonna take my mission. Let's talk about this real quick. So how would you? I don't know, if I was a wife, if I was a spouse, and a wife goes, you know what? When I married you, I just figured you loved me enough not to bring your mistress home, baby. I do love you enough not to bring my mistress home, but sometimes my mistress gets shot, so I ain't got a choice. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't love you. I didn't bring my other mistress home, so when Maxine shows up and she's like, "Can I have my car back?" Then is Faye gonna leave Chicken Man then? Like she's okay with one, but two, that's going too far. I was like, I don't know. But I do want to see Maxine again for many reasons. So I just hope she gets her car back. But you could be right on that. Kim?
Yeah, I don't, to be honest with you, I just don't think she's gonna leave him. I feel like, unfortunately, some women just deal with the BS. Okay, they just deal with it. They threaten, oh, you bring that, bitch over here, I'm gonna leave you, and then 20 years later, she's still in the house with him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't see her, and also too, she's a housewife at the moment, right?
That's what I'm saying. So she got a lot of options.
Chicken is he's the breadwinner, right?
Yes.
Whether he's corrupt or not, he's still the breadwinner.
Yeah.
She's not going anywhere. And if she does go somewhere, it'll be over her sister's house. Her sister's gonna be like, he ain't no good, and da da da. And then she's gonna get upset. This is the whole scenario, y'all.
Right? And be like,
get upset, right? That's my man. I can say whatever I want to, but you taking it too far. I'm going home. And she gonna bounce her behind right back to Chicken.
And you know what? That would have been a great scene. To your point, you just gave a great scene. And I would love to see that instead of the sister being on the phone. I think they're missing opportunities. They're missing opportunities to be like, let's flush this out and give us some realistic dialogue and some genuine like humor, but also important, right? The sister's like, I told you not to marry this piece of shit, and look at where you're at. My nieces are in a hotel room trying not to get murdered over Chicken Man's efforts.
I know it was last episode. Remember when they pulled up to that horrible hotel with the prostitutes on that, and that little girl was like, "Is this our house? Is this where we're gonna live?" Her eyes were so big.
Oh,
she was the cutest little girl. I just love that the way she said it, because her eyes got bigger as she said it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like that little girl has talent. Like,
yeah, it was sweet. Like, sorry, baby, daddy's is going through some stuff right now. What's up, Jamon?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how, like, in June or whatever, we were talking about, like, sickle cell is popping up in different shows and stuff?
Yes.
I watched, Monsters, the Eric and Lyle thing, and there's a character in that series where he moves his mistress into his guest house and it's like, this is like the thing this month or something, like with TV shows. Just guys are just moving their mistress.
Well, so in defense, again, it wasn't moving in. He was just like, I'm running out of options. But you had Silky. You could have took her to Silky's house. You could have took. I don't think Silky was dead at this point. But I'm saying, like, there's options. But you like, where is safe? Where do I know someone's gonna help? And you take advantage of the situation. And again, but like I said last week, Faye getting in the car, making this whole scene. I'm leaving you. Where the fuck are you going? You ain't got no money. Like I'm like you said, I'm the money. So where are you going? To your sister's house? I mean, so if she would have went to the sister's house, and then this is scene that's happening there, right? Now we get the sister being like, you ain't shit, and now Faye has to defend her husband and her family and that kind of thing. And it's like, who is that bitch? Oh yeah, that's his mistress. But that's not the point. Like, he's still a good man, and that would have been a whole thing. Like, that would have been kind of cool. Like, I would like to have seen that. Miss Hayes is her name. Thank you, DeMarcus. Tommy's mom was Miss Hayes. Mason, the racist detective. That sounds like the title of an Onyx show.
What are you talking about? Anyway,
I was like, we didn't sue people back then as we do now. No one sued Department of Justice for the murder of Fred Hampton. So again, I'm not saying it. We're not saying it couldn't happen. I mean, to the point. I'm just saying in the story, in the framework that they're giving us, right, against the South, the racists, all that kind of stuff. So like, it probably didn't seem like what this family would have did, in this particular case. But again, it just overall, it's not really going to mean anything in the big scheme of things. We need to see more of Dee Dee Hudson's wife and daughter.
Dee Dee Hudson, who's that?
His wife and daughter. I'm like, I think that only.
Oh, you talking about Faye? You talking using Faye's real name? I guess. Sorry.
No. Faye is Chicken Man's wife. They're talking about JD Hudson, the detective's wife.
Or their family. That backstory. Got it. Yep. I do. I mean, or what's his name? I don't know.
Oh God! For a second, you sound like Kermit the Frog. What is going on?
I know, where I was trying to figure it out. I was like JD. I was like, okay. I keep on calling him Don Cheadle because like he's Don Cheadle.
He's
like
Hudson.
Some of these names have not stuck with me. I'm like Terrence Howard is fine. It's like we know.
Actually, he wasn't in this episode.
Yeah, I was listening to Hair. Yeah. I was listening to Hair. I was like, where is he? I was like, where's Lucius Lyon? Be dead, especially if he's with Taraji. If he's with Taraji for the rest of their lives, it's gonna be Cookie and Lucius Lyon. That's just it. I don't give a fuck.
I personally love them in Hustle and Flow. I
hear you. I mean, even though I sing it's hard out here for a pimp, like I sing that in my head, I'm still seeing the Lions. I feel like that was their first record, and that's how they got Empire. Like they don't put that in there. Like this
should be the prequel. Because I'm like Joe, what was his name? And his name was DJ or whatever in there. Cadillac changes his name to DJ, and he steals Vivian from Chicken Man, and she becomes the bottom hoe.
I would call Cookie that. I hear you. But I also, the timing is off though. This is like late 70s, like what I'm saying, and that happened like in the 90s. So like the timing would be off. As with the age, but I see though, it could be connected. Dang, I'm late. We're always here for you. We got, why didn't Vivian go to Maxine's house instead of going back home? She ain't trying to go to the other mistress's house. You know what I'm saying? She like, hey, I'm more special. I don't know, bro. I mean, again, also, where is Vivian? Again, she was left at Maxine was left at Vivian's house with no car. That's what happened. So we don't know if Vivian even made it home. I mean, real. And how would she get there? So I'm saying, I'm assuming
isn't Vivian the one that they kidnapped?
Yeah, Vivian is Taraji.
Yeah.
No. Okay, no, I'm sorry. So Maxine, he said, why didn't Vivian go to Maxine's house? I'm like, Maxine, we don't know where Maxine lives. And but Maxine was left at Vivian's house because Chicken Man took Vivian in her car to his house. Yeah. She knew she wasn't welcomed or only tolerated. It was not good. I'm assuming she being Maxine in this situation. So yeah, they were both fighting over Chicken Man, which means there's not a lot of male options in the Black community in Atlanta because Chicken Man ain't one to fight.
I don't think that's it. I just think that women, it's just for some reason, unfortunately, these women are clinging to these horrible, horrible men, and it's like these are married men who are using you for your body and anything else they can use you for. But if that's your option, by all means, who am I to say that you're a slut or a whore? I mean,
Damn. Yeah, I'm just saying you ain't got a lot of options. I said none of
right.
this. I'm just saying they're working with what they got. I mean, I'm saying I don't like.
Really?
I think
That's even worse. Like,
I think Willie Black would be better. Like even Mac would be better. As someone that you chase around. Emerson is just gone, right? We haven't seen Emerson in a while because I felt like he got on the plane.
We haven't seen him. No,
I feel like he left, and they were waiting for him to come back into town. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I think he's waiting for everybody to be dead, or or to get his share of the money or something like that,
or just get all the money when everybody's dead. Vivian was only tolerated by Maxie. Yeah, they did not like each other, but again, that was really because of Chicken Man. Because both of them, because when she showed up, it was like clearly he's mine or he's mine type of
jealousy,
thing.
Jealousy.
So
even though he's not either one of theirs, he belongs to his wife. So
there you go.
Yeah,
that's what you say. Yeah. Look, babe, those are just them hoes I work with and have sex with. But I come home to you.
Right. That's basically what he said to her. I mean, it's like he gaslights her. And the problem is men do gaslight their wives all the time to make an excuse for cheating. Like
Eddie Murphy did it the best. I mean, I got to give the man credit. He was like, let's talk about the word fuck for a minute. Yes, we fucked. I make love to you.
That was, oh my God, that was yes, that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Thank you, Mr. Murphy. You saved probably a lot of marriages. But he was like, you know what, babe, that don't mean nothing.
Yes.
I love you.
That was it. That's what he probably said to his first wife. Yep.
Maybe she was trans, but that don't mean nothing. I make love to you. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's another story. All right. So again, just to run this down, Boone was killed as the man who was killed on the front lawn in episode 1. Lena was killed in the woods. Tommy killed himself. And Andre / Manboy was shot in the back in this episode. So we got Baby
Silky.
Ray. Oh,
Silky.
there you
go. Silky. Silky's dead.
Well, there you go. What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
We made it through. What are your thoughts on this episode, sir?
Oh yeah, no, you got the perfect background for it because I did feel like it was a little bit like riding along with Don Cheadle and everything else. So I think this is probably the most humorous they ever got with the show. With these two. Overall, I mean, not too much. I don't think really happened other than just getting more.
That's what I'm saying, Chris. It's like a filler, right? It's a filler episode.
I wasn't even trying to think. Like, not much happened at all, other than like Chicken Man getting caught at the end. But like, it is. And now are we going to see the moment that we saw in the very beginning of the
yes.
Yes.
Is that I think we're midpoint during the series, so I think we got another 5 left with 4 more villains to be murdered. Robbers to be murdered. I think they're gonna space it out, but yeah.
No, I thought there was only 8 episodes.
Oh,
only 8. Let's see.
Good old.
Is that it? Well, they got 4 more people to kill, so I mean they could double up. I mean, I guess. But to do that, okay. Round it off to 8. I mean, they'll stretch it out too much longer. It depends how Atlanta's only this big, so I don't know how much.
When you say 4, you're including Baby Ray?
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna kill no kid.
Are you kidding me?
Why not?
What?
I mean, he helped rob them, so I don't know how much of a kid he is. Like, I don't think they're gonna be like, "Can I check your ID, sir?" Oh, never mind. You just stripped us down and embarrassed us in front of our friends.
They would kill a kid.
Yes, they would. Now, cinematically, to your point, I mean, I don't know if he's the image of someone they would let be killed. I mean, to your point, but he just helped whip the man's ass. So I think that kind of they're trying to put him in that young teenager frame. So when he does get killed, you don't see him as Webster. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think he's gonna go down. Probably. I mean, it'll probably be an accident if it makes you feel better. Like, he'll probably be running. You know what I'm saying? And like Boys in the Hood, and be like, oh.
Didn't a kid die in Snowfall? Wasn't a kid shot in Snowfall? Y'all remember that? There was that young boy. He was the guy who towards the end of the series that was against Franklin. Remember, his father came and was like, "This is why and tried to get the little boy to leave out of the gangster's apartment." and then he ended up being shot to death.
I'm gonna just say,
really?
Remember, he grabbed the gun. He grabbed the gun from the drug dealer's house, and he was about to leave out with the gun. And then and his father came and was like, "That's my son. I should have never let my son hang around you. That's why he's dead now." Y'all don't remember that?
I know. I'm sorry. I remember.
I
That wasn't Snowfall. Wasn't that BMF?
I think that was That's why, Kim. I was like, what are you talking about? but to save this conversation, was it Leon? Leon did murder a child in the back of the car, and that was an accident, but it did happen. I
was gonna say, y'all obviously didn't see the pilot episode to the Penguin, so I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Oh, no. you mean The Sopranos? I mean, I feel like
yeah, but it's good though. I mean, anyway, watch that. I don't know. I understand. I know you just said it's no Batman, but I think it's a good thing, you know. But anyway.
Well, then it just shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be the Penguin, bro. He could take the makeup off and just be like Sopranos type show, and it would be fine.
That's actually what this is, though. They mentioned Batman only one time, and that was in the very, very beginning, and then no mention ever. No mention.
See, are you guys talking about the Penguin show with Colin?
Yeah.
I just started watching the first episode yesterday, so I like it so far.
I like it too.
I'm gonna watch it.
I like
watch it.
Yeah.
Yes. So maybe we do it as we'll talk about that off camera. Do we do okay? Demarcus says 8 episodes. Silky was in Frank's.
He's trying to remember.
Who's
Silky
Frank?
was in Frank's crew.
No, yeah, Silky. Yeah,
Silky worked for Frank.
That's right. All right, because he's like you're the one supposed to do. He was supposed to do the party, and then that changed to Chicken Man. That's how we got it. Too many gangster shows. You are absolutely correct. It's hard to keep all these killing black people shows together. And y'all get confused.
Thank you, because that I got confused because there's so many, and then also storylines are so familiar, right? There's everything is kind of like, you know, it's all the same thing. So I'm like, okay, maybe it happened in Snowfall, but actually it happened in BMF. So
it's okay, Kim. It's okay, Kim. It's still a great show. They're both great shows, and they do have great casts. I would say that.
Well, I would not say BMF is a great show. I would say Snowfall, excellent show.
It's an excellent show. Excellent show. Okay.
BMF is an okay show. BMF is an okay show.
It's okay.
Let's do okay.
It's an okay show, but yeah. Compared to Snowfall, there's no comparison.
There's no comparison.
Like one of them had sense. But to unnecessary things at this point in the series, I think it's safe to say Ali was unnecessary. Like all of it.
Well, no. You gotta remember too that Ali portion was to kind of, because if you listen to the podcast and stuff like that, this is what all the robbery was centered around, right? Was the fight. So you can't have a show that says fight night without the fight, right? It doesn't make sense,
David. They couldn't have the captions in the beginning of the show without Ali. So without Ali, no captions in the beginning.
I'm saying like the fight would have been fine. Like the whole, like him, the press conference. Like, there was a lot of like him at the campground.
I think that was more of an introduction to J.D. Hudson.
I again, with the actors, I just feel like it was fine. So JD's Hudson's relationship to Ali, if that would go somewhere, I mean, it's like, oh, he came back. He said, "I'm not done here," and they kind of flushed that out. Like that would be something. But I feel like it was just we're wasting time. Like we could have got more into Chicken Man's situation. We could have got more into JD Hudson's family, his relationship with the black community, like that kind of thing. I'm like, because Ali was annoying, and I'm like, in the end, like what.
The huge benefit of Ali though was for Don Cheadle's character. Really, that was pretty much the I guess the highlight of how Ali is, just to flesh out Cheadle, because then at one point you could just kind of just say, oh, he just the coon working for the man or whatever, right? But you see that no, that's not the case. You know what I mean? He's definitely not. You know what I mean? And Ali's character helps kind of flesh that out. You know what I mean? I mean, his wife too, even though his wife hasn't even been back. Interesting, but between Ali and then that racist ass cop, you know what I mean? That it kind of brings layers to him. You know what I mean? So I think that's why Ali was kind of beneficial, as annoying as he was, as the actor was. So, yeah.
But we'll see. Well, I mean, again, I don't know if it has any greater aspects after that. The Powerverse gave up on its chance to elevate by ending Force and Influence. Force was damaged from season one. I think that was done. I'm happy it's the shortest of the spinoffs. And Influence would have been a great show. It just wouldn't have fit. Like it was not a good idea for Courtney, considering the other shows. Consider like it didn't fit the theme. And even when she announced all these four spinoffs, I was like, this doesn't go together. But it was like, oh, we can see Tate and see where that goes. And
I
then
think it fit more of the original Power series. I think it would have fit that, but it doesn't fit any of the other sequels.
yeah, and again, only if you would have been like a boss, like in with the Kelsey Grammer as we discussed. But anyway, we can talk about that in the next video where we get into more silly shit with Power Book 2. Anything else for Ride Along? I mean, Fight Night. Chris, any final word?
Let's see, 8 episodes. This is episode 4. Yeah, this
5.
episode. Oh, this was 5. We just watched 5. Okay, sorry. All right. Yeah, I guess if this is a filler, episode 5. Yeah, I'm gonna predict that probably next episode is gonna be mostly a filler with maybe like another body or two getting dropped off. So, yeah, it's.
So what would significant be to you then? Like what would you say a significant episode would be? What would you like to see in that?
As far as the most significant, I mean, whereas literally, well, the thing that they kind of tease at the end, in the sense of Chicken Man and Samuel Jackson facing off, right? I don't believe that we're going to get all that in the next episode. Like, yes, that's how they teased it, but like, I don't think we're getting all of that. You know what I mean? But that's what I would expect is something like that. I don't know. I don't see any like a huge moment with this show where like we're going to get like Gangs of Wonder, where it's going to be like a huge shootout. And they're shooting up the trailer park, and then it's just going crazy. You know what I mean? Like I don't see us getting anything ridiculous like that. I just think it's just going to be like Don Cheadle kind of saving Chicken Man's life, maybe popping someone in the head here and there. Terrence Howard then gets revenge. It's like, oh, that's my dark skinned boss, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? This is for my father, and then he gets popped off by probably the racist cop or whatever. I mean, I don't know. That as long as they continue good writing, I mean that's all I'm worried about. I mean that's the only thing I'm concerned about. I just thought this episode there just wasn't that much happening. You know what I mean? And I don't just mean action wise. I just mean there wasn't story wise. There wasn't much.
But I think
I'm assuming you thought differently.
No, I thought that this episode was better than last week's episode. But I think oh yeah, and especially with the ending, I felt this was a lot more solid than this episode. I mean Tommy killing himself is not as impactful to me as as Man Boy being shot in the back and like with the shootout and everything. But it's like and I do feel like next episode we're gonna get the whole Frank scene. I
got annoyed with the whole Man Boy thing because it's like you just knew he was going. Like how many times was it his uncle or whatever? Like you just know, like the whole time he's like, nope. It's like you leave tonight, right?
Of course.
It's like, but it's just that's why I don't think it wasn't surprising. So therefore, when he got hit, I was just like, okay, like you. But
I think it was the surprise was you thought he's not gonna leave town and that's how he's gonna die. But
he wasn't gonna listen. He's gonna get shot at the bus station. Like we usually get they make it to the bus station, but the villains are there, and then that doesn't work out. But I think my point is there's nothing to be surprised by this. They're gonna murder all these robbers. I mean that's the bottom line. And I mean I think the only mystery is really Mac. He's the only with a sympathetic back. Someone said they tried to. I didn't want to overskip this. They tried to humanize Willie Black with the scene of him standing up for Baby Ray. And I was like, and I can see that right. They're trying to give him like he ain't just an ass because he's a straight up killer as you saw in this episode too. Like he ain't one to fuck with. Even Cadillac saw that even with the mask on. But they wanted to show you that he had a heart because again, it really should have been Mac doing that since Mac knows the mom and that sort of thing. And the way he went off on this dad, you feel like maybe he has his own backstory of an abuse.
I was going to say that told me that didn't tell me he had a heart. That told me that he was projecting of something that happened with him. That's what that was. That I don't think he gave a shit about that kid. You know what I mean? That kid was his excuse to beat up on this bully. That's all it was. He didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? He told it, so it was like, matter of fact, he let him get punked for a little while before he even kind of jumped in. You know what I mean? It's just, it was more of just like to help himself. You know what I mean? Well, it just outwardly just happened to be good for the kid. Like that dude didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know,
I like the way that he looked out for the kid by killing him.
Yeah,
because I'm like, yeah,
did he purposely look out for him?
Mac, yes, he did. Because again, Mac should have did it. Mac knew his mom since high school. Mac even knew the boy. I mean, he knew the whole backstory, and he didn't do shit. Right? I'm saying with I guess with Willie Black saying, I'm gonna take you out there. He wanted him to stand up for himself. And when he didn't, he was like, okay, I got to do it. But
I feel like I was projecting, man. I felt like that Willie, I feel like we're going to get a background on him. He was getting his ass whipped.
Yes.
He was getting his ass whipped. And then, so that to me, does not mean just because you saw someone else. To me, that is not you actually caring for the kid. It is literally you living through that kid and you just doing something that you thought you should have done years ago.
For yourself.
That is not. I think that's selfish. I think he's a selfish dude. To your point, if this was like maybe another person doing something like in a different manner or whatnot, absolutely. But we see how this dude Willie rolls or whatever. No, this dude is a selfish motherfucker. So in this, I do not see what he did as a positive thing for him. You know, it's positive for the kid in the sense that he now knows he don't have to worry about stepfather anymore. But he did not, like, morally, he didn't do anything like great for himself. It was literally living through that kid and being able to beat his own stepfather or his mother's ass or whoever was,
or whoever whooped him, whooped him.
That's all.
And to the point, he should have told that story to Baby Ray. Like you ain't no better than something to be like, hey, like again, why would you just met me a few hours ago? Like, why would you even get involved? You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're supposed to be laying low. Like that would have been a good story. I don't think we're gonna get it, but
I'm like that. I think that's what next episode is probably gonna be about, as far as like their side of things go, because I'm like, what do you call it? Not Willie. No, that's his name, right? The light skin guy.
Willie
Black. Yeah, Willie Black.
Willie Black.
But he's not black.
I think he's the next to go. I think
black is just light skin, David.
Huh?
Hey, light skin men be taking your women. You gotta stand up against them. They be taking your women. They're saying they get all the good roles. Anyway, sorry.
Oh yeah, the whole Don Cheadle conversation. Yeah,
but that was hilarious.
But I think just out of process of elimination, I think him and if they are going to do something with Baby Ray, is going to happen next episode. I don't know. Maybe Don Cheadle ends up arresting Baby Ray
/ Mac.
No, Baby Ray, and I don't know. He lets him go or something like that, and then he gets.
He's a kid. Just a kid.
Because I'm like, I think he feels remorseful after the whole Tommy situation. So I think he'll probably be more likely to let Baby Ray go, and especially being to the fact he wasn't like an actual robber; he was just a lookout. So
no.
Hudson can't arrest anybody because Hudson is on suspension.
You still make a citizen's arrest.
What do you think about Hudson
getting suspended? Kim, he will go vigilante.
Yeah, like I feel this is that moment in the movie where again, like he has to go rogue, and it's like I'm gonna do this, and I'm like so this is where he and Chicken Man really team up because they're on the other side of the law and that sort of thing. Just for the record, unpopular opinion. It was like, hey, he called me a nigga. No, he didn't. He called those people niggas. Actually, he said you too close to these niggas, and I was like, you know. But also, I was like, I don't know. And these people call themselves niggas probably. But anyway, that's another story. But he hit him. And I'm saying, so I was like, you know what? It's like. He
used the hard.
But we can talk about that. He said A, not ER. But we can talk about that next.
No. He said ER. The captions was wrong. I saw that captions. That caption was bullshit. I had to rewind it. And I was like, whoever the caption must have been white and probably had white guilt. because that was definitely a hard ER. I heard that was the ER, and then whoever did the captions decided to put an A in there. I was like, oh, that's horseshit.
Come on,
like,
Chris.
Now rewind it again. It was ER. Y'all watch it.
All right, y'all put it. We gotta go because we gotta get to the next nigga show, and we're definitely gonna talk about this word in the next episode. Fuck me, I hate. But anyway, we're gonna talk about this. And anyway, but anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Chris, any final words besides the nigga?
Bye, nigga. Bye.
All right, thanks. I appreciate that. Damn it, Jamani. Anything else? No niggas, please.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and
some stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Enthusiasm, people. Jeez.
We gotta do better, Jamani. God damn, you're depressing me. Boop. All right. Kim. Anything else?
No, I'm enjoying the show. Like I said, this was filler, but I still enjoyed it. And thank you, chat. We appreciate you guys. We can't do it without you. Thank you for joining the conversation. We're trying to reach 500 views per video, so we need you to share the video with anyone and everyone so that we can reach our goal. Also, we're trying to get to 2,500 subscribers by December 15th. So we need you to share the video. Let everybody know that we have great conversation here, and they need to join in with us. Also, please hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. Again, thank you so much. We will be back probably in about 2 minutes with Power Ghost.
With 2 and 2, just like Love Connection. Yeah. Click. All right, guys. She did it best. Hey, thanks for watching to the end of this video. Tell your friends to watch to the end of this video. Let's get to New York City because I'm going to shit on this show. I'm not sure which ones upset me more, Power Book 2 or Reasonable Doubt. They're neck and neck of silly shit. But I feel like Reasonable Doubt. I'm saying right now, fuck Reasonable Doubt. But anyway, enjoy the exit. We'll see you in the next video. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us, people in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.